Daycare is giving you the best in water testing and analysis. Today, we are looking at how to make forever chemicals a thing of the past in New York, an opinion right here on Record Online. So thanks to the combined efforts of state lawmakers, the governor, and private sector, New York is on the cusp, a nation-leading effort to bring an end to the so-called forever chemicals. With an assist from the federal government, the Empire State has a once-in-a-generation opportunity to forever rid its water supplies of these toxic chemicals. It is critical that we seize this opportunity and make the most of it. For this effort to succeed, public and private partners must collaborate. And for decades, a class of fluorinated organic compounds known as PFAs or PFOS have been used to make a wide range of modern products, including food packaging, non-stick cookware, clothing, fabrics, as well as firefighting foams at airports and military bases. The U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention has connected a number of health effects with PFAS exposure, including cancer, liver damage, decreased fertility, and the increased risk of asthma and thyroid disease. Because PFA compounds are mobile in the environment, they are very stable and extremely resistant to natural broken down, and they can impact a local surface water, groundwater, and potentially human health. In 2015, the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, conducted by the National Research Council, found PFAs in 97% of human blood samples collected across the United States. PFAS has been detected in communities across New York State, leading to the establishment of legal settlements and financial mechanisms to fund cleanup. And these are important steps in the right direction, but much more needs to happen to truly mitigate the potential harm PFAS can inflict. And for decades, the problem just appeared unsolvable, forever chemicals posing a seemingly endless threat to communities across New York State. But that's changing. Through the Federal Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, $10 billion is available to upgrade municipal drinking water system treatment plants for those impacted by PFAS. In addition, the New York Department of Environmental Conservation this past summer reported significant progress in tracking and assessing threats posed by chemical leaking into water sources for inactive landfills. And in November 2022, New York voters approved a $4.2 billion Environmental Bond Act that will direct billions more in state funds to water quality improvements. And in December, Governor Kathy Hochul signed legislation banning the sale of clothing with PFAs in New York by the end of this year. In 2023, the state address, Governor Hochul further pledged to establish a new program to offer financial assistance to municipalities to investigate the source of contamination, remediate contaminated sites over the next 5 years. None of this much-needed progress to protect communities and residents statewide will be possible. Recently, Parsons has expanded the environmental research, development, and treatability and study lab in Syracuse, which is focused on and invested in the treatment of water contaminations for more than 3 decades, emerging contaminants like PFAS. And Parsons is also working with the DEC, Department of Environmental Conservation, to support in landfill initiatives. Partnerships like these are how we eradicate forever chemicals and help the long-term safety of New Yorkers. So this looks amazing, and hopefully they will succeed in every step of the way to remove PFAS. In the meantime, it's still dangerous, so it's always a good idea to periodically test your water.